Now, this is case number 570 on the calendar, the matter of Reeves versus Helms.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Ms. Reeves, it is your claim that the defendant assaulted you while you were a guest in her home.
That's correct.
Ms. Helms' defense is that she was justified in her conduct because you were an invited guest in her home. She found you messing around with her husband. She is counterclaiming, claiming emotional distress that you caused her. She subsequently divorced, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And she had criminal charges pending
Yes, ma'am.
against her. So she's counterclaiming for her stress and aggravation.
Yes.
When were you invited to her home?
On November the 18th of 2006.
Had you ever met her before?
No.
Who invited you to the house?
Her brother-in-law.
And were you having some sort of a gathering there?
They always watch the game at the house, football game.
All right. What time did you arrive at the house?
It was dark. It was approximately 6.
Had you been drinking?
No, ma'am. I drove an hour from home to get there.
Was there drinking at the party?
Yes.
Was everybody pretty well sauced by the time you got there?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's what I
She got there
gather.
at halftime. She was sauce when she got there.
Shh. I'll get to you. I gather from reading the paper that everybody was pretty well sauced at the house.
Yes, ma'am.
Not everybody.
Well, how many people were at the house?
Probably up to 15.
And of the 15 people that were there, name the people that weren't sauced.
Everyone that was under 21.
Right. Okay, so what happened when you got there?
I got there. Everyone was wasted. The baby needed diapers. She had a bunch of grandbabies there.
How many grandchildren were at your house?
5.
Okay, go ahead.
They were too drunk to drive. So I took her daughter to the store to buy Pampers for the baby.
That's a lie.
When
I don't want you to answer her.
We got back, we had juice.
Which daughter?
The 22-year-old, the 21-year-old, the youngest
Was that you?
one.
You raised your hand, right?
That was me.
She took you to the store to get Pampers?
She didn't take me to the store to get Pampers. She took me to the store to get orange juice so I could
Okay.
fix her some salty dolls.
Fine, fine. So she took you to the store.
She took me to the grocery store.
Good.
I got back and we watched the rest of the football game. People started passing out. They just started dropping like flies.
Could you move on, madam? I have other cases
I
to
know.
Flies, everybody
I
went to
know.
11 o'clock.
Miss Helms, you have to behave yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
No one left. Everyone was there. I was the only one that was awake. I got up. I went to the restroom. The only working restroom in their house is in the master bedroom. I walked through there. Her husband had 2 or 3 grandbabies in the bed with him. I used the restroom. I came out and I woke him up.
How did you
Why
wake
did
him
you
up?
wake
Just
him
by
up?
going into the restroom? Miss
Just-
Helms, if you speak out again while it's not your turn, the case will be over and you will have lost. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, because I had flushed the toilet and the light was still on. And it woke him up and he asked me where everyone was at. And I said, well, they're in the living room. I said, they're on pallets and whatnot. Well, I walked outside their house. I left my cigarettes outside in their pool room. When I went outside to smoke a cigarette. Well, her husband followed me outside. And they have like a wood-burning stove. And he asked me if I was cold. And I said, no. And he said, well, let me put some wood in it anyway. I thought, fine then. I was sitting on the pool table. Well, she comes in, she's like, are you trying to F my husband? And then all of a sudden, I got blindsided with a piece of firewood that broke my nose.
Okay.
I have pictures.
I'd like to see them, please.
And then she assaulted him that night also. It resulted between 7 and 10 times in the face.
Who called the police?
I couldn't find she knocked me out of my shoes that I was wearing. And so I went barefooted running. My keys were in her house. I grabbed my keys. I was bleeding. She ran in after me. You tried to...
But you just answered my question. I said to you, listen to me.
I know.
What was my question?
How did I leave?
No. Try again.
I ran in her house.
My question was, who called the police?
I did.
That's the answer. Where were you when you called the police?
I had to run in her house, grab my keys. She wouldn't let me go.
Listen to me. I asked you a simple question.
I was at a car wash.
So from the house, you went to a car wash and called the police?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a police report?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to see it. Who is this?
That's my husband.
How long have you been married?
Almost 8 years.
Was he with you at the party on the 18th?
No, ma'am. He had a prior engagement.
What was his prior engagement?
His boss had invited him to his house
For?
for the football game, and he accepted
Just
it.
the guys? Without wives?
Well, I could have went too, but
But why?
I made a bad mistake, and I went the other place.
That everyone had been drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone. Had you been drinking?
I had one drink.
My question was,
Yes,
had you
ma'am.
been drinking?
Yes.
That's what the police officer said.
They never came to the house. There was a statement after she gave it at the hospital.
Then he must be like Karnak. You can tell things without actually seeing them. But you had been drinking. Now, did you assault Miss Reeves?
Yes.
Did you assault Miss Reeves with firewood?
Yes.
At the time you hit Miss Reeves with the firewood, was she attempting to assault you?
No, she was pulling her pants up.
So you were not in any physical danger when you assaulted her, which would have
No,
been...
I just lost it when I seen them pulling their pants up out in the garage.
Okay.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I don't know why he came in there. He may
Oh,
have.
well, you don't know why. I know why he came in.
That's not my problem. That's her problem.
And later today,
So there's a couple of good stories that you made up that you just told me. You better tell me the truth. If you don't, I'm going to embarrass you. Pregnant, not pregnant, I don't care. Do you understand?
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Stephanie Reeves claims party host Betty Helms. Betty claims Stephanie was with her husband. She is countersuing for emotional distress.
So, Ms. Helms, there is no excuse for assaulting someone.
I just lost
because
it.
they're fooling around with you. There's no such defense as losing it. And I can understand you, if what you say is true, that they were fooling around in the pool room.
And in the
she and your
bedroom. husband.
Wherever they were fooling around.
With the grandbaby
I don't care.
in
I don't
there.
care. I don't even like the picture that it's fomenting in my mind of it. If it's true, what'd you hit her for?
Because she stood in my face and told me that my husband was coming on to her first. And I
a
just
second.
lost it.
Just a second. You lost it with just her?
No, and I lost it with him. I mean,
Oh, well, that, you know, I mean, although that's not an excuse, I can almost understand that. You know, from a legal perspective, that's not an excuse. But at least you have a contract with your husband. How long were you married?
11 years.
Married to this guy 11 years, shared a house with him, and he disrespects you in your home with a perfect
why was she there
stranger.
with another man?
With a perfect
And
stranger.
she's supposed to be married.
Listen to me. She doesn't have a contract with you. He does.
And she did with him.
That's his problem. That's not your
That's right.
problem. That's his problem. Now, do you think that I believe, madam, that the husband got up out of bed where he was lying with his grandbabies, passed out, to follow you into the pool room so he could make you warm with firewood?
She woke
I
him
don't
up.
know why.
I'm speaking! Do you think that I believe that?
I don't know why he came in there. He may have.
Oh,
came in.
well, you don't know why. I know why.
Well, that's not like you said. That's not my problem.
I know why. He came in.
That's not my problem. That's her problem.
Listen to me. It was her problem and her husband's problem. But if you think that I believe your story, I don't. Now, that doesn't mean that she's allowed to assault you.
Exactly.
You know, you could have been going at it with the Energizer Bunny.
May
And
I-
it wouldn't have made any difference to me as a jurist whether or
Right.
not she has the right to assault
May
you.
I show
She
you-
doesn't have the right to assault you.
Exactly. May I add something to that?
Sure.
She said we were pulling up our pants. This is the actual outfit that I had on that
Where's your
night.
vest?
I don't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
These are the. Then how do they get covered in blood? from my face.
Listen to me, madam. If you think that I believe that her husband got up out of bed where he was comfortably passed out with his grandchildren, it's another lovely picture that I'm seeing, and followed you into the pool room to make sure you were warm so that he could put wood on the fire, I don't believe it. Maybe your husband believes it. Maybe you even made it up so that you believe it yourself. But the truth of the matter is, that's a lot of baloney. Everyone had had a little bit too much to drink in that house, and you're partially responsible for that.
I didn't
because
invite
if you don't have to invite her. People are not supposed to drink to the extent where they get so drunk that they pass out on a bed with grandchildren. That's not supposed to happen. That's not civilized behavior.
True.
I don't care where you're from. Now, what were your medical bills?
$4,139.83.
Let me see. What kind of work do you do?
Right now, I don't do
And
anything.
what kind of work does he do?
He's a truck driver.
Does he have health insurance as a truck driver?
Yes, ma'am.
So did the health insurance cover some of these bills?
Covers part of it.
Well, how much was not covered?
It's all in there, what was not covered.
Listen to me. I want to see the statement that they send you after the insurance pays whatever portion they're going to pay, and you say that that's in there. Show me.
Well, the $3,000 one I hadn't paid yet.
Well, your insurance should have paid it.
That's the part they wouldn't pay.
Well, show me where the insurance company says they're not going to pay that.
See here, they
You'd had a lot to drink that night, according to the emergency room nurse.
I had 4 beers that night, Your Honor.
Yeah, right. Bert, is there a synopsis of what the insurance company paid or not?
According to this page here.
No, madam, you have to submit this bill to your insurance. It says the amount paid by insurance, 0. Well, the insurance will pay this as long as you send them the bill. Maybe it's just pending. You understand? I'm smarter than you are.
Well, it's an accident.
Ms. Rees, you're suing the defendant for $5,000. I am disinclined to award you $5,000. I believe that you behaved very badly that day, and I believe that while the defense that Ms. Helms is trying to use in a civil proceeding of she just lost it, there's really no defense whatsoever. In a criminal proceeding, not extreme emotional distress, she just was so angry she couldn't control herself, and the fact that she was absolutely taken aback by what she saw on that evening. I do, however, think that she has to be responsible for her actions. She has to be responsible to the extent that any unreimbursed medical bills she has to be responsible for. So if your total medical bills are about $4,000, I am going to suggest that probably 20% of that will not be covered by your insurance. That would be $800. And I'm going to round that out for good measure to $1,000. That's what you're entitled to. And the next time you're a guest in somebody's house, you're supposed to behave yourself. That's all. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,000.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Her husband's about 60 years old.
I thought it was closed out the door and put the refrigerator in front of the door so he couldn't come back in.
I'm 27 years old.
She probably done me a good favor.
Why would she feel with somebody else when she's got this?
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Raskowski versus Nees. Step forward, please.
Edward Ruskowski is suing 23-year-old Judynew